Hello there. I'm Scotty. You're on. Welcome to the Wrestling Corner, where this week we're talking about the Royal Rumble 2022 that just happened. So you know, it's late. As Paul Simon said, it's late in the evening, and I'm tired. I was gonna do this tomorrow, but I want to do it now when it's all fresh in my mind of what happened, and I have to rewatch the event again. I told you I was going to wear a different shirt. Here I am. It's still red, but it's a different shirt. So there's that. So I would say that this was better than last year's, but I still feel like the men's Royal Rumble disappointed. Look, can we stop having people declare themselves for the Royal Rumble? Stop announcing them. Okay, to a certain point. Give us about 10 or 15 and then just stop. It was getting annoying. I watched SmackDown on Friday, which I don't usually do. I watched SmackDown, and they were just announcing people. They're not like Xavier Woods, Austin Theory, and The Miz, and then Bobby. And then Bobby Lashley came out to do stuff. But then here comes Brock Lesnar, and then Lacey Evans announced herself, and then Demis Sterling. It was getting annoying. To the point that when the show started, the men's Royal Rumble match only had 3 empty spaces left. Yeah. Even though Madcap Moss had announced himself for the Royal Rumble, he wasn't in it. And we only had, I believe, 3 surprise entrants that we can call surprise. What the hell is this? Alright, we can say surprise in the men's. 1. 2. Should be 3. Yeah, 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 surprise entrants. And you could have, but there's at least 2 other people you could have announced, like Brock Lesnar and Cody Rhodes. You could have kept them as surprises. Like, Brock Lesnar is the obvious one because of Bobby Lashley, but you didn't need to announce him on SmackDown. And Cody, that's the biggest clusterfuck you did, man. Because, like, especially since you have him coming out number 30. Do you imagine what the pop could have been if they didn't know it was Cody? Come on. But I digress. The first match of the night was the men's Royal Rumble match, which shocked me because I was like, what? Really? Should be the main event. And I'm like, okay. But who on the women's Royal Rumble side could be big enough to win that and be in the main event? Well, it turns out that wasn't the main event either. It was the Roman Reigns Kevin Owens match, which, look, the Royal Rumble match should always main event the Royal Rumble pay-per-view, but we'll get to the match. We'll get to that match because, you know. So we start off. Number 1 is Walter. Gunta. Walter coming out number 1. And number 2 is Sheamus. And they're going off on each other for a little while. And then out comes The Miz. And he doesn't last long because he's eliminated pretty quick. And then you have Kofi Kingston, who gets to do his flippy stuff in this. And I don't remember every single spot. Number 5 is Johnny Gargano, and he comes in there. And then number 6 is Xavier Woods. Number 7 is Karrion Kross. Now you're going to start to notice there's a lot of big guys coming in the early, you know. Number 8, the shoes. It's Chad Gable coming out. Thank you. And he comes out to, you know, and Big Batista, they're going, is someone eliminate him? Please. But he'll be mad at someone else coming into the ring when we were watching this. Number 9 is Drew McIntyre, and now the Banger Bros, which are not called that anymore because somebody actually Googled and found that, oh, look, no, Bang Bros exists. But he and Sheamus taking care of business in this, of course. And then we have number 10, Santos Escobar, which, yeah, he's all right. Angelo Dawkins at number 11, and Brock Lesnar is number 12. All right, and then in 13 is Bobby Lashley, and Bobby Lashley eliminates Brock Lesnar pretty quick here. And then Seth Rollins is number 15. So me and Brandon, we have predictions contests. And last year and this year, we decided to do just roll numbers on dice. So I took 5 dice with 6 on each die, threw it out, and he got 15, and I got 17. And I also rolled for Chucky. He got 16. So 15, 16, 17. 15 was Seth Rollins. All right. 16 was, oh yeah, Otis, who comes in there, House of Fire. You know, he even does a caterpillar in that thing, you know. Number 17, my pick, is Rey Mysterio. Now, I forgot to look at our picks when it was time, so I didn't realize it first. But yeah, Rey Mysterio's music plays, he doesn't come out to the ring. But number 18 is Dominic. And he comes out wearing Rey Mysterio's mask. So the implication that he attacked Rey Mysterio and took his mask. So Rey Mysterio's not in this. So I got screwed out of this one. I mean, yeah. Although if I had picked who I said was going to win both Rumbles, I would have got correct predictions anyway. But number 9 is Elias. He's not in there long. And then Finn Balor is at number 20, followed by a Booker T, our first surprise. And yeah, we're 21 superstars in, and we get our first surprise. Yeah. Stop announcing so many people in the Royal Rumble. Because even the ones that you added in could be surprises if you didn't announce them. Number 22 is Damian Priest, and number 23 is Montez Ford. And then we have number 24, Edge, who ends up eliminating Finn Balor, I think. But I think he eliminates both Damian Priest and Finn Balor, and there's a fight, and then Rhea Ripley comes out, and then here comes Beth Phoenix to spear Rhea Ripley, but it looked like a bad spear to me, but Big LT said it didn't, but you know. Number 25, A-Town Down. Austin Theory and his ridiculous beard. Shave, man. Learn how to shave. And number 26 is Omos. And that compares with number 27, Braun Strowman. Of course, they have a show off. Big sweaty man and all that. And Braun Strowman eliminates Omos. Number 28 is Ricochet, which this seems very, plain because they're a tag team now for some reason. And number 29, much to Big LT chagrin, is Logan Paul. And again, Madcap Moss wasn't in this, and Solo Sikoa was announced before this as well, but he's not in either. So Logan Paul is in here, and he's standing up. He's done a pretty good job. Number 30, of course, is Cody Rhodes. So we start dwindling down the competitors here, and at one point it seems to be down to just Walter and Cody. I don't remember exactly what, because at one point Sheamus and McIntyre were in there. It's down to Cody and Walter. But Logan Paul is still in here, and stupidly Cody eliminates Logan Paul, but you both could have ended up with Walter. And then we get, the big running gag, the big running theme for this thing is that everything takes too long. It feels so long. This thing went until 11 o'clock. You have 5 matches to do, both of which are hour-long Royal Rumbles. And you just drag everything out. This last part of the men's Royal Rumble felt like forever. Because there was just so much. Is Cody going to fall? Gunther's going to fall. Just end it already. I don't care. We know Cody's going to win. We don't need to have the will they, won't they fall over shit. And they do it too much. So yes, Cody wins the match because of course he does. So all of you people saying Sami Zayn should win, he wasn't even in the match. The Rock, they said before The Rock wasn't going to be there, but everybody said, The Rock's going to win, The Rock's going to win. They're lying, The Rock's going to win. He wasn't there. Didn't even show up later. So, yeah, so there's that. And then, after this, we have the Mountain Dew Pitch Black match. Yeah. I'm going to drink in a zero sugar version, of course, but this was actually pretty good. So what they did, basically, yeah, their entrances, and Bray Wyatt had this face paint stuff on. But, like, LA Knight came out, then did a package. And here, okay, this is my, I've said this before, I've complained about it. The video packages. If you air the video packages in the pre-show, you do not have to re-air them on the regular show. That's another thing that was taking too long, was these fucking video packages. They felt like it was the end of the time. You're sitting there going, oh, come on. Especially when it's time for the main event, right? They did the video package for the whole Sami Zayn stuff, and I'm sitting there going, come on. Just, come on, let's go. You know, it's just, if you do the video packages on the pre-show, then forget about them on the main show, all right? It wastes too much time. It takes too much time to do it. So they do a video package for the LA Knight thing. LA Knight Bray Wyatt thing. And Bray Wyatt comes out. And when the match starts, it's a black light is what it was. They hit the black light. And so LA Knight's whole ensemble, the tights, the knee pads, everything glows. And he's wearing yellow. And then Bray Wyatt's got this face paint that glows. And so, and then everything is like neon. There's a neon candlestick thing. And at one point, they put him through the announce table, and this stuff comes out of it. It's really weird. It's pretty cool, actually. Yeah, this was a really cool match. There's fighting all over the place. They say there's no disqualifications and no countouts, so that's good. Basically a street fight is what it is, but there's no false count anywhere, which would have been handy. But yeah, and of course Bray Wyatt wins with Sister Abigail, which it goes pretty quick. Which this was probably the quickest match, I think, but it went pretty quick. He won, and then Uncle Howdy comes up and says, I'm the type of guy who's gonna take it. And I have a hunch on who Uncle Howdy is, because then again, this is funny, haha, because I don't think it's actually this one. But during Bray Wyatt's entrance, I caught on late as I noticed Huskus the pig, then Abby the witch, and then the buzzard. I'm like, oh, what? Okay. At the end, Uncle Howdy shows up, and they go to this area because they're fighting, and he grabs him. He's wearing this new mask, and they go to this area off stage or whatever. And Uncle Howdy's at the top of this thing, and they put LA Knight laying down there, and Uncle Howdy hits an elbow drop from the top. And I'm thinking, it's Shane McMahon, that bastard. Shane McMahon. He's Uncle Howdy. No, probably not. People saying it's Bo Dallas. I don't know. And then you look, and then the camera pans up, and you see the 4 other characters up there. So, yeah, but I want to say this was probably the best match of the night, but. You know. And then, unfortunately, following this was Bianca Belair versus Alexa Bliss. And look, it's hard to be invested in something that you know is just not going to happen. You knew Alexa Bliss wasn't going to win this match. And yeah, it was just, this was probably the most boring match, because I'm just sitting there, I'm like, and it's long. I think this was about 20 minutes long. It's like, this should have been shorter. Again, you could have shortened some things. It didn't have to go to fucking 11 o'clock. Central time, of course. But I'm just like, come on. It's taking forever for this match to go. It's just, and as it moves. But you know Alexa's not going to win. And eventually, Bianca hits the KOD, and that's it. It's over. And Uncle Howdy's whole magic thing happens, and, yeah. I don't know. I do have a theory that there's like a secret cult working with Uncle Howdy and Bray Wyatt. And so, like, maybe she's Abby the Witch, and then there's the other 3 or someone else. I don't know. But, yeah, this match was just, meh. Didn't need to happen. It just felt Like, especially following the Pitch Black match and the Royal Rumble match that preceded, it was just like, can we get this done so we can go? You know? Then we had the 30-woman Royal Rumble match, and I had Rhea Ripley winning this thing, but my hopes were slightly dashed when she came out number 1. Yeah, I was like, what? And then Liv Morgan was number 2. So let's kind of call back to their tag team a little bit, but they were a tag team, right? Shortly. But yeah, yeah. So they fight a little bit, and then Dana Brooke comes out number 3. My numbers in this were, mine was 21, and Brandon's was 18. So Emma comes out at number 4. Shayna Baszler number 5. And then we get the first of Demisitale with Bayley at number 6. BFAC was at number 7. She doesn't last long. Roxanne Perez from NXT's comes out number 8. And I thought it was funny that Booker T came out because Booker T trained her. Booker T came out in the men's Royal Rumble, and then Roxanne Perez here. So yeah, Dakota Kai and Io Shirai are 9 and 10, which that's very fixed. Natalya comes back at number 11. You get a broken nose. Her and Shayna Baszler, I think it is, have a confrontation. Candice LeRae at number 12, and NXT's Zoe Stark at number 13. Xia Li, who declared herself earlier, number 14. Becky Lynch comes out in number 15 and goes after Bayley right away, but I believe she eliminated Bayley. I don't know. Tegan Nox at number 16, followed by the returning Asuka with new face paint. All evil and dark. Asuka, she lasted a while. Number 18, Brandon's pick. Piper Niven. That's right. No more do drop. Piper Niven. Thank you, Triple H. Finally, she's back being Piper Niven. Stupid ass do-drop name. And she actually lasted a while, too. My pick, number 19, never mind, is Tamina, followed by number 20, Chelsea Green. Now, I found it extremely frustrating that they would have Chelsea Green come in, but not Matt Cardona. But then she's in there for about a hiccup. She's like 5 seconds. She's the fastest elimination in the women's Royal Rumble. Not the men's, just women's. So, yeah, she was gone quick. And in my pick, number 21, Zelina Vega. And I went, well, shit. There goes my host. She lasted a little bit too. Number 22, Raquel Rodriguez, whatever you want to call her. I haven't heard of those. Number 23 is Michin Mia Yim. Number 24 is Lacey Evans. Oh, I forgot to mention. Beginning of the show. I forgot to mention before the Royal Rumble match. The beginning of the show, Pat McAfee made his return. People were saying he might be in the Royal Rumble, but no. I wonder if they thought if they were going to put him in, and then they realized they ran out of spaces, so they just put him on commentary. He was on commentary. Corey Graves wasn't happy, but So, number 25 is Michelle McCool, in spite of the fact that she said before she wasn't going to be there in the match, and then she was sitting at ringside, and they're trying to play it up like she didn't know she was going to be in there. She was wearing her ring gear, so, Number 26 is Indy Hartwell. Number 27, Sonya Deville. And we were talking about how bullshit, like, she already has a SmackDown Women's Championship. They even say it when she comes out. She has a SmackDown Women's Championship match next Friday, and yet she's in this match. Number 28 is Shotzi. Number 29 is Nikki Cross. And number 30, they botched this too because she came out before the counter was even done. She's not like most girls. It's Nia Jax. Yeah, and it took 11 women to eliminate her. Eventually, the last 3, I believe, if I remember correctly, are 1 and 2, Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, and Asuka. And at one point, Asuka goes to do the mist. It's blue here, blue mist, spraying Rhea Ripley's face, but she moves out of the way and it hits Liv. And then Asuka gets eliminated. And again, they played too much of the will they, won't they shit with who's going to go over. Not as much as they did in the men's, but yeah, Rhea Ripley wins. So, yeah, those are the 2 I was going to pick. going in this, had we decided to just pick people, I would have picked those two, and they won. So, yeah, excuse me. So now we have the main event of the evening. But first, we got to pad out. Another thing that made this feel, between each match, they got to do a promo package for a superstar. And again, I'm sitting there going, come on. If you take out the promo videos for each thing, you take out the stupid promo packages, we could get somewhere. I know you got to reset for each match, but you could, back in the day, we did things called interviews. So, like, at one point, you could have interviewed Cody Rhodes. Another one, you could have interviewed Bianca Belair. You know, you could have done something. You could have cut back to the bloodline. Something. You didn't have to do these stupid packages all the time. It's too much. And it stretches it out too much. So we had the main event, Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens for the Undisputed Universal Championship. And again, we have the package deal, just showing stuff about Sami Zayn. We get to the match, and, okay, I'll be honest, this was running late, and I was sort of dozing off, so I didn't really see the beginning part of the match. I was kind of falling asleep. I almost didn't do this tonight, because I was falling asleep, but I figured I'd get it done. Speaking of which, yeah. So, yeah, but Kevin Owens fought this one point. They went through the announce table, and you can tell Sami Zayn, he's conflicted. Kevin Owens posted a video, or WWE posted a video, whatever. Kevin Owens coming in with the Sami Zayn Forever shirt that he did for the Jackass one last year. You know, still hoping that Sami will save him. But, yeah, Roman wins after a spear. Takes a few spears to keep him down, but he finally kept him down. At one point, there was a ref bump, and Big LT had to go because his ride was there. He couldn't. It was taking too fucking long, WWE. But, yeah. And, yeah, Roman Reigns wins. And then after the match, this is the big angle that also took too long, but I guess, you know. Oh, that's my heat register, if you hear that. So, after the match, Jey Uso goes to put the lay on Sami Zayn, and Roman's like, we ain't done. We ain't done here. We ain't done. And so, like, he puts it on the corner, the ring post, and then, or the turnbuckle, whatever, top turnbuckle. And so the Usos start beating the shit out of Kevin Owens, and then, Paul Heyman takes out a couple of handcuffs, and they handcuff, I think Solo Sikoa takes a turn at beating him up too. They handcuff him to the ring ropes, the top ropes, and they're kicking the shit out of him. The Usos are, and then Roman Reigns tells one of the Usos, "Get a chair." Brings a chair, which that was at the end of the match. I should mention during the match he told Sami to get a chair, and Sami hesitated, but still gave him the chair. Didn't do much, but here he has the chair. He's gonna hit him. He goes to hit Kevin Owens, and Sami jumps in between and says, "No, he's had enough. He's had enough." And Roman's like, "Okay, you do it." And I saw this coming from a mile away, and eventually Sami clocks Roman with it, and Jimmy Uso was like, "What are you doing, Uso? What are you doing? That's your family, Uso. That's your brother, Uso. What are you doing?" And so they beat the shit out of him. Solo and Jimmy beat the shit out of him. And they ripped the shirt off of him. But Jey walks away from it. He won't do it. Because Sami has gained his trust. And he and Sami got closer because he didn't trust Sami. And then they got closer, so they became close. They became friends. He had Jey's back on Friday. So there's something there. So they're still telling the story here. So he walks off. But they still beat the crap out of him. And then they took the flowers from the lei, the petals, and put it on there. And then they stand in the thing. And yeah, if you were hoping for The Rock to come in and intervene, that was your last chance and it didn't happen. So no, The Rock's not going to do this. Unless they do it on Raw or SmackDown where he shows up. But I don't know. They already said that The Rock is, he doesn't have enough time to get into shape for, I don't know, he's got like big muscles, so I don't know. But he's not prepared for pickles. No, he's not prepared for pickles. He's not prepared for WrestleMania, I guess. But I don't know. I still think they're going to find a way to separate the titles somehow. You know, with Cody winning the WWE title, maybe Cody will come out and say, "I'm challenging Roman Reigns, but I don't want the Undisputed title. I just want the WWE title. That's what I came for. That's what I promised my dad I would get. That's what I want." So I don't know. It'll be, but yeah, the Sami Zayn story. People are saying, "Oh, Sami's going to win the Royal Rumble and he's going to go challenge," and then it came out that they don't see Sami Zayn as a main event type, and I kind of get that. I think he's a mid card type of guy. But there is rumors, and it's all working because Kevin Owens was supposed to face Roman Reigns tonight. Supposedly, Sami Zayn is supposed to face Roman Reigns at the Elimination Chamber, and then he's going to lose, of course. But then he and Kevin Owens will win the tag titles from the Usos at WrestleMania. So I hope that happens. So yeah, and then Cody can win the WWE title at WrestleMania. So that can be done. We can finally be done with this long-ass reign of Roman Reigns, and he can go on a vacation on an island of relevancy and just go away. Right? So, yeah, this was, it was okay. The men's Royal Rumble was good. The women's Royal Rumble was, the men's Royal Rumble was okay. The women's Royal Rumble was good. The Pitch Black match was the best match of the night. The women's championship match was unnecessary, and it dragged on. And the main event was, from what I saw from not falling asleep, and it wasn't because the match was bad or anything. It was too fucking late. Too long. But it was alright. So I'll give this show a C+. C+ for me. So I think it was better than last year's, but too long. Does not need to go 4 hours, okay? Cut out the video packages. If you're going to put them in the pre-show, cut them out in the main show. And then no more stupid-ass video things between matches. That also stretches it out too much. Okay? Okay. So, what are your thoughts on the Royal Rumble 2023? Leave me in the comments below. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I've been Scotty, and I'll see you in the next one.